Hello and welcome back to Gnomoria. This will be episode 8, I believe. Game is paused at the moment. It is just coming up to 2 p.m. on the 4th day of fall. Or autumn. It is actually autumn. Fall is incorrect. I don't know why they keep making this mistake. Silly gnomes. And in the last episode, we brought our wood industry indoors. We've also made a dedicated stockpile for things like... I think there's furniture and craft, so any statuettes, pet rocks, those sorts of things are being carted off over there. In this episode, I plan to move our food industry indoors. We do plan to have some trading going on, and generally just continuing with the fort. Let's check out our tinker. Pretty good progress to the next patch, actually. We'll probably also try and buff up our Great Hall as well. But that's enough of the plans. Let's go ahead and start the sim. Get time moving on regular. We will speed it up in a little bit. Now there has been a patch release. That was released yesterday. That is on the 18th. It is now running at version 0.8.24, though I haven't yet updated this particular game. I'll probably do that after this episode. They have brought in a lot of updates, though mostly to Kingdom Generation, so it probably wouldn't be too much that would affect us, really. There are a couple of bug fixes and general balancing tweaks and things like that that have gone on. Those would obviously affect the game, but the terrain generation, now that the kingdom has been made, it won't have any effect. Now, as for our industry, our food industry, I want to put it here, but I don't really want the door branching off there. I don't know why. But I think what we'll do is go ahead and mine another wall from here all the way up there. Let's take it about to here. And again, another 3x3. And we'll get some torches there shortly. Now let's speed up time. Now another thing that I discussed in the last episode is that when night falls, which is going to be pretty soon because the sun will set at just about 20 to 7, we will dig out that part to allow any stray goblins or any creatures outside to try and attack the fort. And the reason we're going to do that is to encourage any of the hostile mobs that are out there to kill themselves on our military before the trader turns up. So this is probably as good a time as any. Let's go ahead and get this sorted then. Let's just get rid of that little door. If our miners will hurry up. Probably busy digging. No, they're not. Why isn't it? Ah, there we are. Here it comes. Let's zoom in. Uh-oh. What just happened? Why did you go out? Oh, there are goblin corpses outside. Fair enough. Our butcher will probably automatically butcher those. At least I hope they will. They may have died of starvation a little while ago. I'm not sure. It does usually throw up a little event log, but I don't always pay attention to that. As the last episode will attest. As I was talking about migrant waves, one happened like nearly seconds after I was talking about it, but I completely missed the fact that it had happened. Herder. Right, we'll also put a torch outside. Furniture. We want the torch just about here. Just to light that little area. Now it is the 5th day. The trader should arrive at sunup, I think. I'm not certain about that, but I believe that's the case. And they've finished digging this up, so let's pause this quickly and get our torches placed. And about here should do. Now, when the trader actually gets here, one of the things I'm going to want to do is get some more ores, because we desperately need to have more ores, because that's really what's holding us back right now. Now, our food supply, on a reasonable sized room for this. Yeah, that should do. Go ahead and get that. There we are. Now, once that's done, we'll move our butcher, our distillery, and our kitchen indoors. And then the only things left will be... what will we have left at that point? It will be our cloth production. So let's go ahead and start drawing out an area for that. Think about this long. Now, that's a little bit too close. Let's put this up here instead. Now, we're not going to need much room for this one, so this should be more than enough. And as always, we need more torches, so let's go ahead and get those down. One there, there, and in the corners. We'll also want some torches here as well. There we go. Now, whilst they're doing that, let's go up and check if the trader has arrived. Has the trader arrived? Yes, they have. It probably was in the event. Yes, a merchant has arrived. Excellent. Now, we're going to leave the door open for now. Let's have a quick look at this market stall. Right, firstly, what have we got to trade? Dirt clumps, clay clumps, then worth nothing. No, and raw granite, actually. We've got 500 birch logs. That's a lot more than I was expecting, honestly. Wow. Got some tin, raw sapphires. Again, these are worth quite a lot compared to everything else. But if you actually make them into a ring or a necklace or something, they become worth so much more. So we're going to keep that. We've got 12 monitor lizard hides and 20 yak hides. We can actually afford to make some leather armor. I should do that for our military. And honey badger hides, as it happens. 107 strawberry seeds. We do not need that many. Let's go ahead and trade 57 of those. And thank goodness, again, I did this last time, I'm fairly sure. I clicked trade, thinking to move what I wanted from that side to this side. But it's not, it's this button. Clicking trade will just give whatever you put over there. Keep the wheat seed. Apple clippings, birch clippings. No, we'll keep all of those. Got a lot of wheat. Wow. And an awful lot of apples. 5 poor loaves. Oh, 1 fine loaf of bread. Excellent, that's pretty cool. It's worth more as well. An awful lot of yak's milk. And some pretty pro wines, honestly. Oh, right, here's something we want to get rid of. Currently, skulls and bones have no use. None at all. In Dwarf Fortress, you can use bones. Well, there are a whole set of bone crafts. You can make armor out of them. But you can also use them to decorate things. You don't generally decorate anything in Gnomoria yet, so that will probably come later, if it comes at all. But the fact that the skulls and the bones are in the game, I imagine this will eventually come in. But for now, just sell them. They're worth a little bit, so you may as well. There we are, 54 poor granite pet rocks, they're only worth 8. 26 fine granite pet rocks, which are worth 20, and 43 regular pet rocks, which are worth 10. That's excellent. Oh, we've even got 5 superior pet rocks, which are worth 50. Oh my lord, that's awesome. That is actually really cool. 1 fine applewood puzzle box, which is worth 30. 3 applewood puzzle boxes, 16. Okay, well they're not as good as the pet rocks, honestly. The bags, those sorts of things, they can stay. Doors, copper hammer, battle axe. No. Okay, we're good. Now then, our offer is 1,861. What can we get with this? Obviously, all the copper ore, all the malachite ore, brings us up to 530. All the tin ore, ooh, we're up to 1,000. Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? Well, we could get rid of that. No. No, we want the tin ore more, honestly. So let's get the tin ore back and get rid of the silver ore for now. Ooh, emus. We want 1 male. And let's just take 1 female as well. That is fantastic. So we can get our emu population going. Emus produce eggs, which are a good... I'm fairly certain they continue to produce them all through winter, in the same way that yaks produce milk. So I think that's the way. We'll find out now, because winter is almost upon us. If that's the case, then, as I've said before, a good amount of pastures and livestock may carry you through winter, even with a large fort. We want all of the wheat seeds, as usual. Don't really care for the cotton. Don't need strawberry seeds. And we don't need any of their logs. So that brings us up to 1,270 so far. Now then, let's just take... No, let's just take 2. And that should bring us pretty close. Let's think. We could take back 2 of our superior granite pet rocks. And then we just need to top this off. So let's find some seeds that we can sell. Let's look down here. We're gonna have some seeds somewhere. Cotton seeds. Let's make up the difference of 9 cotton seeds. And there we go. Trade. That's all we wanted. And that is excellent. Now, well, we best build the pasture really before anything else. Let's go ahead and make the pasture this big for the emus. This will be an emu pasture, and it'll, I mean, even this small thing, because the animal's size is only 4, we can fit quite a lot in there. So go ahead. We'll get super soup out there, probably, I hope. And really, there's nothing else we want to do outside. So let's zoom in and get this wall closed off. We could leave it open just to encourage fighting, so our army would get better training. I'm not sure if regular combat is actually better than any other type of combat, but I assume it is. Where's our other emu? We did buy 2, didn't we? Let's check out stocks. Actually, would it even be there? I don't think it would. Would it be in animals? I don't know. Damn it. I really don't know. Where is that other emu? I'm sure we bought one. I'm sure we bought 2, that is. Right, okay, well, we'll just check out... Oh no, I don't want that. I want to check out what type of emu this is. Is this a male or a female? It's a female, so we'll go ahead and trade one more thing then. We want... Damn it. This is annoying. No, there were definitely 2 males and 2 females, so that's fine. We have got the male here somewhere. We're just going to have to find out where. And if not, well, bugger it. We're not going to worry about it too much. So, now that this is done down here, let's go ahead and my regular trick of... Well, we'll just mine that just in case there's some clay behind there, but the others we're going to replace. So we want this wall replaced with a dirt clump. There. And these floors replaced with dirt clumps. Zoom in. And we'll just mine that back. And there we are. That was worth doing, actually. Actually, we probably should mine the walls back, because then we'll uncover the floors as well. But one thing I realised is as we're building the kiln over here, we should also have the smithy stockpile store clay clumps. Have they pastured that other emu? I'm certain I traded for one. I will be buggered if I can see it anyway. There's a monitor lizard. Have you tricked me, trader? Have you done something Ah, fine. I'll give in. I'll buy the second emu. You swine. You utter swine. Right, let's find something to trade for it. No, I don't want to sell my leather. Let's sell some birch clippings. We'll sell 25 of those, and 50 apple wood clippings, and that should cover it. There we go. Let's go ahead and stick that bloody male emo over there, please. Someone. Now. But they're already laying eggs, and that's cool. Let's go ahead and go down and sort out this stockpile over here. So we want food and drink, so we'll get a butcher's. Actually, before I try and place that with any wood, we want to ensure that it's pine. We've only got 2, though I'm sure we will get more. Actually, I just noticed I need to also replace this floor. No, not remove it. That would be terrible. So we'll get some floors replaced over here. Then we'll build the walls back. So build, terrain, wall, dirt clump. One there, and also one there. And then we'll go ahead and build the workshops that we want. So we'll get a butcher shop, and as it looks like we may be struggling for pine planks, I'll just go ahead and have them build it out of anything. It's better that these get built than us preserve a couple of birch planks, because as you've seen, we've actually got a lot of birch logs. I don't think we're going to want for them too much, so. But while all that's going on, we'll dig this back a little bit more and also replace these floors to get all of the clay up that we can for the sake of more statuettes. In the meanwhile, get one more torch. So we're going to want this torch built in here. And whilst that's happening, start building these walls back. Shouldn't take too long to get this area finished off here. And in here we're going to have our cloth industry. Again, this one doesn't take up much room at all. Pretty much everything to do with the cloth industry can be stored in a crate. And you don't really want to just fill. You don't want to just turn everything into bags or bandages and things like that. You want to keep a stock of them, certainly, but this is going to be more than enough room for everything that our little kingdom right now will possibly want. So it's going to be the same with the jewelers' workshops. We're not going to need much room for that. There's only 2 workshops that have anything to do with jewelry, and they'll be able to do a very small stockpile will do for them. So we'll just go ahead and build the cloth workshops in here. One there. And the tailor as well. Now, there is one thing that we might want to do. We could go out and start harvesting these forests that are outside our fort. Oh wow, there is a lot of blood there. And it looks like a honey badger just died. Interesting. No, actually, thinking about it, I'm going to cancel these, remove these jobs here. We'll make this our jewelry area. Because I've just realised, if we can, we should account for leatherworking in the cloth area. So we'll just have a gem cutter about there, and a, where are you? A jeweler here, and that should keep that area fine. Our gnomes are rushing around a fair bit right now. Not really sure why. They're doing quite a lot of wandering around. Are they just carrying single clumps of dirt up here? Oh, they must be. Okay, well, it's probably time for us to do that little trick of making a dirt stockpile then. The only thing we want in here is soil. Only dirt. And make this a priority 1 stockpile. So hopefully they're going to quickly gather everything up and then we can shift it all in one go. That'll be a little bit easier. Right, so while that's happening, let's just check on our grows. Now, I have mentioned before that trees will stop, they won't grow in winter. So once we've harvested these, another couple of times, that's going to be it for our wood stocks for the rest, well, at least through the winter season. So we're going to want to stockpile wood fairly aggressively just before winter comes along. Just to ensure that we've got enough for all of our expansions later on. Right, let's zoom back down. Oh, a little bit too far. Now, when are you going to start working on this? I don't know what they're lacking, but... Unfortunately, this is the point where we've run out of a lot of the things that we've got to do. So we're now into territory where there is going to be a lot of waiting. But one thing we can do to sort of alleviate that is continue our planned expansions. So we'll do it from there to there. No, we won't. We'll do it from there down to there. And we'll make this about... yeah, a 5x11 should do. We'll get this area ready for our eventual leatherworking and cloth industry there. Oh, looks like they're building the butchers. That's excellent. Hopefully they'll get that done quickly. And here we go. Let's get another torch built. We should be getting to the point now where our carpenter isn't going to be taking up any more of the wood planks that the sawmill is producing, simply because he's hitting his production caps on crates or whatever. And that is why I'm avoiding placing the stockpiles right now. Well, I can place the stockpiles, I suppose, just not fill them with crates. Otherwise, we're going to cause the carpenter to continually use up all the planks that the sawmill is producing. And that will just draw everything out even longer. Okay, no, we want it to come from there to here. This will be food and drink. And this will be a priority 2 area. It's fairly simple, this one. We just, any type of drink and any type of food. Just store as much of it as they can. We will also tell them to store wheat, though. Is meat under food? Yes, it is. Okay, that's cool then. We can tell them to store... we can tell them to store corpses. But I don't particularly want them to store gnome corpses down here, because we're not going to be taking them. Close that one, close that one. Well, go on then. We'll tell them to store corpses as well for the butcher. And if it gets a bit too bad, then we'll try and deal with that. But that's all looking good right now. We'll stock up the workshops. Right, where are they? Cloth. So first we want a loom. There. And then we also want a tailor. We'll put him there. And finally, we want a... is this in miscellaneous? Yes, it is. Leather worker. Once the leather worker's built, we'll actually go ahead and get... oh. I imagine they've just stolen all of the planks from there, haven't they? Oh, you gnomes. But as you can see, this area is now starting to look a little bit better. Let's go ahead and designate a new stockpile just up here, just to expedite this whole cleanup process. We're not going to bother renaming it because it isn't really that important and it'll only be there for a moment. So we'll get that one done, and we're going to let them continue to pull stuff in here. They should start to split their time, I hope. If not, yeah, there they are. When it's closer to this one, they should start working on this one because these are of equal priority to each other. There we go. Oh no, they are still rushing them down there, which is a little bit of an annoyance, but hopefully these guys continue to just deal with this one pretty quickly. Now then, that's most of our industries ready to be moved down. They're not moved down yet, but that will come with time. Let's go ahead and open up this fort and get some wood chopping going on, I think. Specifically the pine forest that exist outside. The only thing we need to be watchful for is any goblins who might attack our woodcutters. There are a couple of goblins outside though. Is there anything there with him? Copper claymore. There we are. So our soldiers should be arming themselves over time as well. If we look at our kingdom worth, we've actually got... yeah, it's not bad right now. It's up to 8,000. I mean, obviously, this will encourage harder goblins to come here, but no, that's not too bad, really. Now, I specifically want a couple of birch chairs. We need 12, so let's go ahead and make 6, 9, 12. We're going to place them into our Great Hall. That should radically increase the value for our actual nomad migrant waves, which unfortunately we won't get in winter. But it will increase the value of the kingdom enough to bring a couple more enemies. What we would really like is a couple of enemies with armor. It won't be good for our fighting, obviously, because, you know, we're going to have to do a little bit more effort to get through their armor. But on the plus side, it will mean that our victorious military, because I have faith in their abilities, will be able to then equip the armor that we get. And so far, in this game, at least 70% of all of the armor that my gnomes wear at any particular time has come from goblins that we've slain. So they're actually a fairly good source of this sort of stuff. Now, we want agriculture, fell trees, get these trees chopped down. We won't do too many at a time, otherwise our haulers will go crazy trying to get that all in the fort. I mean, there's logs all outside at the moment, but I think... right, it looks like they're just jockeying stuff back and forth, so we're going to remove this designation. There. Now they're going to carry these large stacks of dirt up there, and that's kind of a pain. There we go. It looks like, yeah. Hopefully they can still grab some of these and just clear out this last of this dirt in here. That would be ideal for me right now, because then I can get rid of this designation and they should lug it all the way up to the top. Now, because we're going to be storing wheat, this is one of the only stockpiles that we're going to need bags in. Because wheat is a plant material, you are going to need bags to store the wheat into it. So, right, we're going to go ahead and remove that designation now. Now, have these trees been felled? Yes, they have. Excellent work. All we need now is for someone to carry them in and take them down to the stockpile. Because there's plenty of room down here, it's just a case of getting someone who can actually bring it in. As I've said before, there does seem to be a very specific priority to items when it comes to hauling jobs. Assuming the stockpiles themselves are of equal priority, then the things that will be put into those stockpiles, they do seem to move in an order. And I believe it is simply that they move down the list, this list here. So, for example, they'll do soils first, and then they'll work on stone, then wood, then coal, so on and so forth. What I would really like, what would be an amazing update, is the ability to set that priority. And there is a goblin, and it looks like it is about to rush straight into our military. And oh, there's another one with an axe. That's not so good. Okay, let's have a quick look at this group fight so far. Okay, let's have a look. Why are you picking up the dirty clump? This would actually kind of be awesome if Binji is actually using a dirt clump as a weapon. That's just amazing. He's just basically smacking him, not even with rocks, but just with you know, lumps of mud. Texer swings the copper hammer, hitting the right leg, smashing the skin, smashing the muscle, and smashing the bone. Goblin falls to the ground. And then they start kicking and stabbing while he's on the ground. Low body's bleeding, and an artery has been struck. Ooh, he hasn't got long to live then. Oh, bum. Yeah, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon about seeing them with armor. But it looks like Bassa may be heading back to get some healing. Alright, let's rotate this around. Let's have a good look at this little fight going on. Right. Let's check out the goblins. This is one big fight going on now, so there's 2 goblins involved. Texer, the Texer dodges, goblin swings his birch log at Binji, but Binji dodges. Good on you, Binji. That's quite a hard weapon to dodge, I imagine, because it's enormous. Alright, come on then, guys. Oh, our troops are swapping out. Oh no, one of them are down. We've lost a troop. No, we are losing lots of troops. Oh no, this may be the end of the fort. Get back. Right, okay. Emergency. We need an emergency squad. We've lost a couple of people. Oh dear me. I was too cocky. I thought we had this, but no. Who have we lost? No, we've lost Texfer. And who's the third one? I don't know. We're gonna have to have a look at this. It's probably said in events. Let's have a quick look. Binji has died, Bassa has died, and Texfer has died. No. Have any of the goblins died? Yes, one has died. That's not good. Right, we need some more people. We need a little squad. Let's think. Well, we can actually just throw some more people into this. We're going to put our jeweler, because they're not that useful just now. Yeah, we're just going to throw our farmers in there as well. Grab your pitchforks, lads! And your torches. Quickly, get up there, help with the fight. Good. You just need to keep swapping out. Yeah, they're down. We might be able to get this back. But wow. The Texfer. No. Wow, this is a long fight. Let's check out what's going on. It's that armor. The armor is defending them from the majority of our blows, I imagine. Biting the goblin. Bart is biting the goblin, punching the goblin. Goblin kicks Thwenut. Swings, picks up the dirt clump. No, don't fight him with dirt. If you've got time to pick up the dirt clumps, you need to be biting more often. Let's check out the goblin. Goblin fighter. Bleeding. Equipment. Copper helmet, copper breastplate. Missing his left arm. Bleeding from his left leg and left arm, or rather the stump of his left arm. An injured right leg, right foot, right arm, and right hand, and has fallen over. This will probably be the end of this goblin, I hope. Why are you moving so slow? Right, there we go. Ah, wow. That was rough. We have lost 3 of our trained military gnomes. And on that point, I think I'm going to be wrapping up this episode. It did tick over a little bit with that last bit of fighting, but we've managed to secure things more or less. I'm going to have to do a reshuffle of the military because these guys Yeah, they were just thrown into the military to try and bring things back. But we're going to have a proper look and see what they've got. Oh, well, actually, Bart's got 25 in fighting and 24 in hammer. That's not bad. Thwenet, though, what have you got now? You've got 8 in sword. That's not good. And Blase. Oh, 13 sword. That's actually really high. That's as much as Silly, and they've been a soldier for quite a long time. But yes, our first losses, our first dead gnomes. Sad times. Sad times. Let's get a close-up. Look at this craziness that has gone on. Can't properly see our fallen. Damn it. Oh. But look at all those corpses. That's a bit mad. Yes, so in this episode, we have continued to move our industries indoors. Quite successfully, I think. You know, they haven't really built many of the workshops yet, but things are getting shuffled around. We've cleaned up a lot of the areas down here. And then, right as we were about to end the episode, we let some goblins in. And let's be honest, they didn't invade us. I let them in because I was cocky and I thought our military could handle it. But clearly I was mistaken. Clearly we were trying to run before we could properly crawl. We have got a few extra members in our livestock. We've got quite a lot of alpacas have been born and a lot of yaks. I might have to butcher some of these. We've got emus now as well, so we should have plenty of eggs through the winter. But yes, so many corpses. On the plus side, lots of meat. We won't be eating our fallen heroes, however. Don't worry, Texa, you will not be a legendary or poor or any other type of Texa sandwich. That might sound nice, but you know, you will have a grave. We will build you a monument somehow. I don't think we can actually build graves in this yet. Are there graves? No. But we will make a monument to our fallen heroes, as well as renaming a few of our new soldiers. But that will be for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and you'll be able to join me in the next. Until then, do take care.